เช่นเคยค่ะก็คือหัวข้อการเปลี่ยนแปลงในภูมิทัศน์ของเนื้อหาโดย Netflix นั่นเองค่ะ So next I would like to invite Mr. Ruben Hattari, Director of Public Policy at Netflix, up on the stage. Please welcome.
Hello. Good afternoon. Hello. Quickly, let me introduce myself. My name is Ruben Hattari. I'm the director for public policy for Netflix Southeast Asia. I'm based out of Singapore. I do apologize in advance that I will be delivering this presentation in English and not in Thailand. So I hope that you guys will be able to follow what I am saying. I would like to quickly congratulate THACCA for holding the first Splash event as well to promote soft power, to promote all of the great work that the government of Thailand has been doing to promote the soft power committee here. I have just a quick presentation for lastly about 15 minutes to talk about our journey here at Netflix and what we are doing to actually support the growth of the local film industry. So here's the agenda. I'll quickly, there's 4 components that I'd like quickly talk about. The first is the Netflix journey. I also want to touch on the strength of local content. I cover Southeast Asia. There's a lot of great content that is coming out of here in Thailand as well. Many people tend to forget that there is a lot of contribution that Netflix and the film industry provides to other kind of linear industries as well. And I also want to maybe wrap up to talk about what we are doing to actually further improve and to increase the standard of the Thai film industry. So I don't know whether a lot of people know about the Netflix journey. Netflix as a streaming service, we've actually been around for a very long time. In 1997, this is the first time when we launched the business in the US. And it started off as a journey as a company that actually rented DVDs back in the days when we were still using DVDs. It has transformed a lot. And as the age that we introduced the internet as well, what we did is that we actually jumped on that bandwagon, and what we did is that we started streaming our services as well. There's been a lot of services from on Netflix as well. But one of the best things that we've ever done is that in 2016, we made our streaming services available worldwide. And since then, we've continued to be offering our content from all corners of the world to many of all of our subscribers from all over the world. So how big is Netflix currently? Well, we are available in more than 190 countries. Thailand and being one of them, we're available in all of Southeast Asian countries. And right now, we are looking around 260 members. And this 260 million members is actually 260 million subscribers. Assuming those subscribers is a household, maybe with 2 to 3 people per household, we are looking at a conservative rate of more than 500 million people that is enjoying our service from all corners of the world. Now I want to quickly pivot to talk about the strength of local content. I'm very proud Southeast Asian, and when I look at the growth and the development of local content that is coming from the region, especially from Thailand, it has been performing very well. I will kind of show you some of the things that we are seeing, because one of the great things that we've learned at Netflix is that stories and good stories and great content can come from all corners of the world. Before I quickly talk about content that, when we started first the journey, a lot of the content that you will see on our service will come from the Hollywood or Korean, but we are now seeing a great uptick from content coming from all over the world. So a lot of our subscribers here in Thailand is starting to enjoy a lot of the local content that we are producing or that we are licensing here. One of the titles that the team in Thailand and the team at Netflix has been very proud of is this title, The Hunger. I hope you have seen The Hunger. It's one of our strongest, best performing Thai title. It was released last year, and if you think about it, these are some of the countries where Thai titles has been enjoyed. So it's not only enjoyed in Thailand, but it has traveled to many places in the Americas, in Europe, but also in all parts of Asia as well. This is another title that the team was actually very proud of as well. Ready, Set, Love. I don't know whether you guys have seen it. It was released at earlier of the year as well. It was one of the most successful Thai title that's actually traveled outside of Thailand as well. So for 4 weeks, it was registered in top 10 in more than 26 countries across the globe. And lastly, I hope everyone in the room have seen this. This is the title that we have been very, very proud of this year as well, The Believers. It's been one of the most successful title on our service. It's very, very hyper-local. But the funny thing is that because it's been very hyper-local, it's actually been enjoyed by many people across the region as well. And I think what we've also is looking at it is looking into doing more and more of this local content where we're actually going hyper-local and promoting the culture and the beautiful tourism spots in many of the countries where we operate, including Thailand. We get a lot of these questions as well in terms of upcoming projects. So allow us to quickly run through some of these projects that we're looking. So our journey in terms of producing local content and investing more and more in local content, this is on our second year. Last year, I believe that we were doing 6 titles last year in what we call originals. We now this year have kind of gone up into 10. Definitely in terms of the quantity, we're wanting to do more and more here in Thailand, but we're also wanting to do it in better quality as well. So these are some of the titles that maybe that you have seen, but there are some other titles as well that you will be seeing coming up very, very shortly or in the remainder of the year. One particular title that will be coming up very shortly on our service is Master of the House. So I believe that will be coming out in a month's time. The third area that I want to quickly touch on is with regards to our contribution or the film industry's contribution to the economy, the tourism and culture. I believe that this is a very important aspect, especially as we talk about the influences in the soft power community, economy, and promoting soft power. And sometimes that we tend to forget that there is this overarching, this spillover impact that what the industry is doing and what Netflix is contributing to the economy, tourism, and the culture. One of the first things that we did over the pandemic, surprisingly, is that we did a study where we tried to look into the impact of the correlations between tourism and cultural affinity with film. As I mentioned, there's been a lot of titles that we have on our service, promoting different cultures, different tourism destination. And when we did the survey, one of the most interesting things that we found is that audiences, when they watch certain culture, certain tourism destination on service, is that they are 1.6 times, almost 2 times more likely to have seen local content than people who don't watch Netflix. So they are seeing that Netflix is a gateway to understand new culture and new destinations. Now, this is also a very interesting findings that we did when we actually did the survey and what we did the research as well, that a lot of the people that go on service watching a lot of the local content, they were more likely to say that their country is their #1 travel destination, and there's been willingness for people to learn new languages, new culture. For instance, there's been a lot of Korean content that goes on service. When people actually watch Korean content, either they're watching it in subtitles or when they're watching it in dubbed, a lot of those people that are watching it, they're becoming more and more accustomed to wanting to learn those new languages as well. This is also a very interesting thing with regards to the spillover effect. This is a lot of people that think about film production is that they only think that the impact and the economic impact that it brings is very much limited to just the production itself, where it's actually at the bottom, where's Netflix. Now, what we don't realize is that there is a ripple effect in terms of many of the things that the different industries that it operates as well. If you look at the peripheral outside layer of it, we are seeing trends where the production of movies, the production of film is impacting certain industries such as tourism, fashion, music, publishing. What one of the most interesting things that we have found as well is that, you know, assuming in a budget where we're actually producing these type of budgets, almost only 30% is actually focused on the core production, but the overall impact outside generates between 60 to 70%. So the ripple effect of investing and then looking into promoting the film industry is very, very broad, and definitely Thailand is no exception to that as well. Now, the last thing that I do want to touch about is our commitment in the Thai content and pushing and working with local film creators as well. We have an excellent team here in Bangkok. I don't know whether you many people in the room know. We have roughly between 30 to 40 people that are local. There are Thai people working in our Bangkok office. The reason why we invest in local folks kind of working at our local office here is because they know best what is working for the local market. So Thailand is no exception. We invest a lot in kind of working with the local partners to actually make sure that we can bring the best Thai content into the region. But one of the things that we've actually seen that is what is more needed is to actually work with young local talents in all over Thailand as well, to make sure that when we are working with local talents, we are giving them the right opportunities to kind of bring them on screen. One of the biggest concerns that we have across Southeast Asia is that there is this tendency that we work with the same people over and over again, whether it's in front of the screen or behind the screen as well. We are doing a lot here in Thailand in terms of working with many institutions and such as the THACCA to actually promote the film industry to new audiences as well. This is one of the programs that we're doing. We're proud to be partnering with Studio Common as well to actually talks about this program, which is called Tales from the Horizon. This is funded by our Creative Equity Fund. It is a fund that we release over the pandemic to ensure that there is equitable opportunities for people, young people especially, that are very much interested in pursuing a career in the film industry. And lastly, you know, I mentioned earlier about the skill development for young talents and professionals. We are deeply, deeply committed into making sure that we are providing the right pathways, the right kind of skill and support as well to make sure that we have new talent always coming up. Recently today, these are the content executives from the Netflix Thai office. Recent today, we actually partner with THACCA to deliver the session from pitch to produce in Netflix. This is a masterclass that was actually held by Director of Content, but also Gong as well, who is the production management, to actually showcase how we do the things that we do. I think many times we get a lot of feedback from the communities and from the industry that we should be doing more, and these are some of the efforts that we're trying to do more and more here in Thailand. So again, thank you so much for the opportunities. We are absolutely excited to be doing a lot of great things in Thailand. We're very proud to be in the thick of the action, to continue promoting the Thai film to all over the world. And again, thank you so much for the support of everyone here in attendance and the support of the THACCA team to continue to help us reach into greater heights in the future. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you once again, Mr. Ruben Hattari, Director of Public Policy at Netflix.